Oh, you thought custom car building was just about nuts and bolts? Please, American Hot Rod threw us into the gritty reality where cars are practically a side dish to the main course of team drama and ego clashes. Led by the legendary Boyd Coddington, watch as a crew of hot-headed artists turn rust buckets into road royalty, all while trying not to kill each other. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. You just can't look away. We have some facts and thoughts on the subject. Stay listening to hear what they are. American Hot Rod was a peculiar reality TV series that offered viewers an intimate look at the world of custom car building. Launched in January 2004 on Discovery Channel and the Learning Channel, TLC, the show revolved around the renowned car customizer Boyd Coddington and his diverse team at his car shop in La Habra, California. It spent 5 seasons showcasing the triumphs, failures, team-wide friction, and technical feats required to transform vintage cars into modern masterpieces. However, like many shows of its era, American Hot Rod could only remain on air for so long, having been struck down by the producers in 2008. Was the closure justified? The series began with a great deal of promise, quickly gaining a dedicated following hungry for both mechanical genius and drama. Boyd Coddington's reputation as a legendary car builder was already secured, with a life deeply entrenched in excellence as an automotive augmentation expert. The show heavily capitalized on his status and the increasingly popular culture of car customization, perhaps, in a way, even pioneering the movement that took the world by storm some years afterwards. Each episode detailed the planning, stripping, and rebuilding process of an old wreck into a jaw-dropping hot rod, complete with the angst fueled by tight deadlines and personality clashes among the crew. In spite of its undeniable quality, audience members started to dwindle as the show went on, with no good initial explanation. In fact, it was a combination of multiple factors, as changes in viewer tastes, shifts in cultural trends, and reality TV program saturation on the market, especially with similar content, began to affect all programs of this type. Additionally, the inflexible, predetermined flow of each episode began to wear out the viewers, who were slowly getting a taste for the unprompted emotional chaos on offer elsewhere. The cycle of car selection, breakdown, reconstruction, and dramatic revelation, though once the main selling point of the show, began to feel repetitive, gradually suffocating the excitement of each new build. An undeniable piece of the doom puzzle was the behind-the-scenes tension, which initially added a layer of intrigue and attractiveness to the show, though later began to take a visible toll on the co-stars. Clashes among team members slowly transitioned from casually loud to uncomfortably contemptuous, and for some fans, the conflict began to deflect too much attention away from the creative process. Sometimes criticized as overly crude, Boyd's leadership style turned from one of the program's strong points to a kill switch for the sympathy of the audience. Financial pressures also played a massive role in the series' downfall, seeing as the U.S. was heading toward an economic depression while the show was on its way into the late 2000s. The non-negligible costs associated with custom car building, involving labor, parts, and the inevitable unpredictability of setbacks and makeovers started to weigh heavily on the show's shrinking budget. Sponsors and advertisers also had to weather their own financial difficulties, thereby becoming less inclined to invest in a legendary-turned-mediocre series that was losing viewers by the day. All of this is without mentioning that the entertainment industry was finding its own revolution in the chaos, with state-of-the-art advancement in media production resulting in on-demand viewing experiences a regular part of human life, such as on Netflix and Hulu. The weekly episode format of American Hot Rod started to become a relic of a bygone era, as viewers were suddenly given the chance to fully binge entire seasons, and producers switched to releasing full installations all at once to keep up with this trend. Compared to that, the rather pedestrian nature of American Hot Rod simply couldn't come close to competing, losing retention to revolutionary TV shows that offered unprecedented instantaneous viewing pleasure. Perhaps the most telling was the change in the shop itself, as tragedy struck with the passing of Boyd Coddington on the 27th of February 2008. He was known not just for his exceptional craftsmanship and innovation in car design, but also for his extroverted, easy-to-befriend personality, which made him a beloved character both on and off the screen. Born on the 28th of August, 1944 in Rupert, Idaho, Boyd grew up with a fervent passion for cars. one that would eventually define his career and legacy. He started garnering experience in car building while working as a machinist at Disneyland, where he spent his spare time and money on his then hot rod hobby. Boyd's relentless drive and visionary designs soon led him to fame in the hot rod community, and he opened his own shop, Boyd Coddington's Garage, in Southern California. His work amassed numerous awards and honors, including the coveted America's Most Beautiful Roadster (AMBR) award, which he won a record 6 times. Boyd passed away at Presbyterian Intercommunity Hospital in Whittier, California at the age of 63, with the cause of death reported as complications from surgery. Though specific details about the procedure weren't widely publicized, his untimely demise reverberated throughout the automotive world and beyond, breaking the hearts of all those who'd been inspired by his work or had the pleasure of watching him bring life to heaps of metal. His funeral was held shortly after the passing, attended by family, friends, and a vast community of car enthusiasts whose lives he had forever impacted. The grieving aficionados remember him not just for the machines he made, but for the persistent belief that with enough creativity and hard work, anything can be transformed into something remarkable. His passing effectively marked the end of an era, but also the cementing of a legend whose work will inspire car builders for generations to come. The culmination of these factors led to the inevitable announcement that American Hot Rod would not return for another season. Following this inevitable news, many of the crew members pursued their own paths within the automotive industry. Dwayne Mayer, one of the core stars of the show, continued in the automotive industry and was involved in a shop called American Hot Rods, Inc. Charlie, on the other hand, went on to work for Boyd's competitor, Chip Foose. He now operates Charlie Hutton's Color Studio in Idaho, where he continues his work in painting and bodywork for custom cars. Boyd's wife Jo has honored her late husband's legacy by remaining involved in the car community, appearing at various automotive events, so continuing to be a familiar face among hot rod enthusiasts. American Hot Rod will always stand out as one of the first shows to focus on the intricacies of designing and building high-performance vehicles. Its importance lies in its educational portrayal of the technical challenges and solutions in car building, which inspired many viewers and contributed to a broader appreciation of the hot rod culture and automotive craftsmanship. The show also shone a spotlight on team dynamics and problem-solving in meeting tight deadlines, offering invaluable insights into the industry's complexity and the artistry behind automotive design. It will retain a pioneer's legacy in automotive cinematography for the rest of the genre's days, serving as proof that the world was already in love with what was going on in restoration shops, but that they just weren't aware of it at the time. So what's next in this genre of vehicle building and restoration? What series content would attract you, essentially the audience, to watch the show, bearing in mind that it has to be money-making for the producers, as well as, often, the participants' business itself? Please, let us know. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.